formulated what could happen, what would happen. I learned that much later, that I could write down what I wanted and be deliberate in my dreams and wishes. Oh, there's no easy route to believing in yourself. You have to develop it. It's like a muscle. You have to believe in it. But you have to be aggressive with the love that you have.
I feel like you've been prophesying so many things that we are currently witnessing. Do you ever look around sometimes and say, I knew it? It's right all along.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why I said it. I'm hard on myself, so even if I think something about somebody, they go guilty. So, yeah, I have.
You said if you think about something negative about somebody, you feel guilty?
I think they can probably feel it. Yeah. Usually I'm trying to be like water, like Bruce Lee says, once I get everything the way it should be, I'm in the corner waiting to see what the next thing is. And sometimes I'm at the forefront.
Things.
Channeling.
Yeah, channeling.
Download. That's how most of
Did that hinder you when you were younger? Because I'm sure that you saw things other people didn't see.
Yeah, definitely. The energy is so great sometimes in numbers. People don't or could be intimidated by any of those things, envious of you even. Sometimes the energy is too big when there's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I can handle one or two, but when it's a lot, maybe the energy gets a little.
That was gonna give me so much anxiety. I don't like it when my head looks, anyways. So, I just, first of all, I'm someone who doesn't like to, not that I don't like to, but it's very difficult for me to depend on people for things, because I always feel like people have their own problems and I don't want to add to it by bringing up the problems I have. And this is not just like in accordance to one thing. Like, it's not just money or venting to someone or whatever. Like, I just don't like asking people for things, and it's very difficult for me to ask people for things. Like, even asking my mom to help me is so difficult, and she is my mom, that's natural. That's the person I'm supposed to go to. So I found myself in like a pickle, and I was in this pickle because I tend to give people, even if I get this, I inherited it from my dad, because apparently my dad used to do this, but my mom always used to be like, my dad would be the type of person to take off the jersey he's wearing and give it to someone else, even if he is feeling cold. And that's something that I do too, where if someone I care about, or it doesn't even have to be someone I care about, if someone comes to me with an issue and they need help, I help them first without even thinking about what's going to happen with me. So I did that. I've been doing that. That's something that I usually do, and it gets me in tight situations, and then I have to like ask people for help. Okay, no, so ask people for help. Now it sounds like I'm always just asking people for help. But this particular time, I had to ask someone for help, and I asked this person for help, and it did not go well. Let me just say that it didn't go well at all, and I don't want to tap into like why it didn't go well, and I don't want to point the finger and be like, yeah, and you're in beep 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 beep. I don't want to do that. That's not the reason why I'm feeling so bad. It's just I don't like it when I'm triggered to the point that I start to question my character, and I start to think to myself, am I burdening people? Am I a horrible person? Am I that leaf blower? Zip it. But yeah, I just don't like feeling like that, and I've just been feeling so fragile today. Like, I didn't even sleep last night because this whole thing has been weighing on me so much. And the thing is, I can't confront this person about it because I'm not a confrontational person. I'm never going to be a confrontational person, and I don't like confrontation at all. I just rather ignore and repress and leave it, unless the other person wants to talk about it. But if they don't, then I just don't want to talk about it. So I can't speak on it, and because I don't allow myself to speak on it, I just I end up punishing myself for it, like sitting and overthinking it and overthinking it and overthinking it. And at first I was like, I'm going back to sleep, I don't want to be up, it's one of those days where you just like, I'm going back to bed. And instead of that, I just woke myself up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start my day and whatever. And not even an hour into the day, I was crying. Like, I was literally crying. I just felt really, really sad, and I felt really mad. Like, it was just a mixture of emotions all at one time. And it made me realize that my biggest problem in life is the fact that I feel like I'm not allowed to feel what I'm feeling, because I feel so bad for the other person in the situation. Like, as I said, I'm really sensitive, and my feelings get hurt like that. So instead of me being like, okay, I'm sorry to me that you're feeling the way that you are, I was just making excuses for this person, which is something that I tend to do a lot. I was making excuses like, no, this is why, this is this, and X, Y, Z, Z, Z. And because I spent so much time making excuses for this person's behavior, I didn't deal with how I was feeling about the situation. And then it all culminated to me crying randomly at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, a random Monday. So what I'm basically doing with this video is reminding myself that it is honestly okay to feel sad about how people treat you. Like, can't control how other people react in life. The only thing you can control is how you feel. So I'm learning that instead of focusing too much on other people's reactions to me, I need to focus on my reaction to their reaction and find a way to, I won't say pacify myself, but to kind of give myself a hug if I feel sad, or let myself vent if I feel angry. But like, the biggest thing is just to not negate my feelings because I'm trying to think about other people's feelings, Like, a very good friend of mine yesterday told me that she's like in this era of servitude where she's just like kind of surrendering to everything that's happening. And I legit, like, I am there with you, girl. I am trying my best to just surrender to everything and be still and just take control of what's happening in here, because I can't control what happens out there, but I can control what happens in here. And it feels so good to breathe. But I just wanted to let that all out. I'm just so appreciative of like the chosen family that I do have, and the family that I do have, because my family, I love them to bits. But I'm so grateful for everyone that's in my life who makes me feel like I'm worth something, which I know sounds horrible because I should already feel like that, but at the end of the day, we are social people. Like, we are social beings, social creatures. We need other people. So I'm grateful for the people that I have that make me feel like I am amazing. And yeah, that's just how I'm feeling right now. I'm trying to be better at expressing how I feel in the moment so that I don't have to deal with it later, because there's always this saying that I tell people that I do readings for, that like, deal with your past before your past deals with you. And every moment that you don't deal with your emotion, it goes further and further into the past, and then eventually it'll just come out and deal with you and bite you in the ass. So I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want to deal with things in the present and get myself willing and ready to embrace the future. So yeah. Oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, peace and blessings to everyone. All that's so corny, but for real, peace and blessings to everyone, and bye.
As a child, it made me dim my light or pretend that I was like everybody else. You know, to make it easier for me.
When did you start sharing your gifts?
I always did, but around groups of people, it's easier to just kind of blend in. And I don't find that a bad thing to do, especially if you're aware of different things. That's what I got, from my experiences. Discriminating between thoughts that evolve you and thoughts that do not. I don't see things, but I definitely feel. My clairs are clairaudience and clairsentience, feelings and thoughts and words, but seeing stuff, I don't see that. I think I'm more vocal now about this world, this 5D world, right now than ever, because I think that everyone is receptive to it, so I feel, more comfortable talking about it. Like, this is easy for you, that's what I think people should focus on. What's the easiest thing for you? And find a way to capitalize on that. We be trying to live with other people's lives and shit.
So today, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to slouch. Okay. Today, my nose cuff is moving. I try to take photos and create content and be cute and stuff, and I'm realizing, like, I'm trying to force something that is not supposed to happen. Like, granted, I love the place where I live currently. Oh, it's almost 11:11. Oh my gosh, perfect time to manifest, and this is exactly what I'm trying to manifest. But I'm trying to manifest, like, a place in the city, because right now we live, like, in a small town, and I can't do as much as I would like to do. Like, I'm someone who likes to go outside and take walks, and I can't really do that here, because if I were to take a walk here, it would take like 5 minutes for me to get to where I'm going and come back. Okay, not 5 minutes, but it's like, it's so small that it's like, there's not a lot of place to go to. I don't know this place that well, and I'm trying to manifest, like, a place where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of activity. I'm somebody who likes to stay indoors and, like, keep to myself, but I just want to do something different. I want to be around people. I want to be in a place where I can create content and I don't have to worry about no lighting. So I'm trying to manifest, because it's 11:11, that we make some kind of move soon to a place where I'm able to make my space more comfortable for me to, like, create. Even if you have the right tools, it's very important that you have the right environment as well to grow, because you can have seeds, you can have soil, you can have water, but if you are trying to grow flowers in the desert, that's not going to work. So I'm just waiting for the right environment, and hopefully that comes soon, because I'm so tired of wasting these cute looks, like being cute and having nowhere to go. I'm over it. Universe, hear me, feel me, save me. Yeah. Where can I put this? Oh my gosh. No. My word, I look like I feel. Oh. Gotta put the camera somewhere else so that we can. That's better. So I've been seeing a lot of videos, well, not videos, but like messages about fasting and how fasting is good for you. And I wanted to, like, I guess, explore that because my relationship with food has not been the best. I went from eating as a way to comfort myself and pacify myself when I was younger, in my first few years of life. And then as I got older and anxiety started to kick in, I would avoid eating because I couldn't keep anything down. And then I lost a whole bunch of weight, just starting to regain everything. And I think I'm at that point where, because I'm allowing myself to like eat without shame again, I've been overeating, and I haven't been eating to like enjoy the food. Granted, I enjoy making the food that I make, and I'm very proud of the food that I make, but I haven't been eating to enjoy the food. I've just been eating to eat and gobbling it down and not enjoying or over enjoying the food that I've been eating. So today I was like, let me try this fasting thing, and girl, I have never been so sleepy. I feel so drained. I haven't done anything today, okay, except I did a reading earlier, but I feel so tired and I just feel horrible. And I have a work meeting call in the next half an hour or so, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it through that, but I don't know. The jury, yep, it's in half an hour. Damn, I have to go. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that again. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know. The jury is still out on that, but yeah. So I just ate, and I feel so, I don't know, I guess I feel guilty, or I don't know, I just don't feel good about the food I just ate. And I don't even think it's just the food that I ate, because the food I ate was great. There wasn't anything wrong with it. I think I'm feeling like I'm realizing how much I depend on food, and it's disappointing me because I'm somebody who believes in like the power of the mind, and the fact that nothing can have control over you unless you let it have control over you. And literally should have seen the way that I gulped that food down. I was just like I ate 3 different meals in one setting in 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't exactly know where to go from here with this information, and I get now why people do the whole fasting thing, because it actually makes you realize a lot. And I think it's making me realize that as much power as I think I have in my mind, I still allow other things to control how I live. Like even the fact that today I was so tired and I just wanted to sleep the whole day, and I didn't have any energy to do anything, and I'm still tired even now when I haven't done anything the whole day. It's just, I don't know, I'm just realizing a lot about myself, and yeah, I just don't know. So I'm watching the Erykah Badu Breakfast Club interview that she did this year. I've watched her other Breakfast Club interview, and I've just watched like so many different interviews of hers. I don't know if maybe I'm feeling her energy so much because it's Pisces season and she's a Pisces and it's her birthday soon. And I've just always felt a really deep connection with Miss Badu. She feels like she's like my mom. I don't mean like my physical mom, because she's very different from my physical mom. Even though they kind of look alike, low-key. Like big eyes, light skin, you know. Very enchanting. So I guess that's the similarities they have. But personality-wise, like my mom is more extroverted and out there, and Erykah seems to me like she's more chilled, and but who knows, I don't know her personally, but I've always had like a big connection to her, and I've even had people tell me that I remind them of her. Like my reason for making this video is because she's talking about like mushrooms and how I haven't done mushrooms yet, but I am making a promise to myself that by the end of this year I'm going to try mushrooms. Don't know how, don't know when, but just like how I said I was going to go to the beach, I am definitely going to try mushrooms. So she was talking about her mushroom experience, and she was like, sometimes when you are faced with the truth, it can make you scared and it can make you sad and all of that. And I literally went through that yesterday because I did a reading on a case that's always interested me, and literally what I did a reading on a few months ago is coming true, and it's freaking me out because but with this case it's more scary to me because everybody had their own opinions of how this whole case went on, and the reading I did said the opposite of what everybody thought happened, and now stories are coming out that may be true. I don't know, maybe by the time I post this I'm gonna be proven wrong, but that coincidence that what I did a reading on, and I even redid a reading this week about the specific case just to see if I was being crazy with the first one, and I got the same information. And literally a day after doing the reading, this new info came out, and it's scary. Like last night I was scared out of my mind. I was freaked out. I was scared to sleep because I was scared of what my dreams were gonna tell me. I was scared to be in the living room. Like I was so scared, which is not like me. Like I'm used to living by myself. I'm used to being alone. But for some reason yesterday I was scared shitless. So listening to Erykah and what she had to say about taking mushrooms, and I know psychedelics are supposed to be a portal to the truth that you don't want to accept, and for some reason I'm being ushered into accepting a truth that I'm afraid of, and it's scaring me so much. And I'm thankful for the fact that I've been able to do it without psychedelics, but also at the same time I don't really know where I'm supposed to go with this information. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, does this mean something different for my life path? Like, what is this, you know? So I don't know, maybe I'm just asking myself too many questions. I mean, we don't even know if this new development is going to, you know, mean anything, but I don't think it's a coincidence that this development comes out just after I've done a reading about this, and my reading is verbatim what this person is, like the information this person is telling the authorities is literally what I wrote down, because I have a little book where I do readings if I feel called to do a reading about a case, and that's one of the cases. That's the first case I did. So it's crazy to me because this is not the first time it's happening. It's actually the second time. And I just never want to be that crazy lady. And the scary thing about the truth is that it always comes with responsibility. And I'm not sure what my responsibility is supposed to be in this scenario. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it too much because I want to sleep today. So here's hoping that I sleep. Here's hoping that everybody involved in that case gets closure, because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the people involved in this case. And when I do readings about these unsolved cases, I don't do it because, I want to go on YouTube. And no offense to the people that do it. I'm not being a hater. But I don't do it so that I can go tell the rest of the world that, oh, this is where this person is and whatever, because it always rubbed me up the wrong way when people do readings about like missing people and they're like, yeah, this person's dead and their body is buried and and I'm just like, you shouldn't put information like that out there. You don't know that to be true. And with the readings I do, when I feel these people's stories or I find out the information, a lot of them are either afraid to come forward, or they can't come forward, or they just don't want to come forward. And I feel like it would be such a disrespectful thing to go and share information with the rest of the world when you clearly are not able to even contact your loved ones, or you don't want to. So I never do these readings because I want the world to know, because it's not the world's business. Like, I feel like we feel so entitled to everyone's information, and it's not your business. I do these readings so that these people feel heard, even if they don't know that I'm doing the readings. But like, because energy is always in motion, it's like, even if you think of a person, or if a person thinks of you, you feel that, you sense that. And with these people, most of them are in a position where they felt unheard, or they weren't able to get their story out. And I don't mind being a vessel for them getting their story out into the universe. It doesn't have to be out to everybody. So I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out, because then you also have to think, like, what about the parents? What about the family? What about the people that miss them and have questions and whatever? But at the end of the day, that's not my place to kind of insert myself in a story that is not mine. Like, these people, at least the ones that I channel, they have the right to let their stories be written however it is they want. Everybody has the right to have their story be written the way they want it to be written, and I don't think it's anybody's place to speak on anybody's story. So no hate to my fellow mystics out there who do these readings and, are trying to, I know they're coming from a good place and they're trying to help find these people or whatever. But usually when you do stuff like that, you don't get the right information, because you're not supposed to be sharing someone's story on their behalf, especially if they didn't ask you to do it. So yeah, consent is a big thing, because consent and intention are married to each other, and they are married to each other under the blissful guidance of respect. So we need to all respect each other, respect each other's stories, respect each other's journeys. And yeah, I don't know where this rant comes from, but I just felt like this was something that I needed to share. I don't know if I'm going to add this to my video, because I already have a video that I edited yesterday. Well, I put the clips together. I haven't like edited it yet, like edited like music, text, whatever. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna add this. But even if I don't, so cute. Even if I don't add it to the video, I feel like I needed to just let it out. Sometimes you don't need to have a reason to speak or share parts of yourself and be vulnerable. Like, it doesn't have to always be for something. Sometimes you just need to unburden yourself. And yeah, anyways, let me get back to my mama and what she gotta say, because she teaching me. So let me get back to that. And yeah.